All right, so, God, I've dealt with this since day one. The gym's closed, unfortunately. Like, oh my God, I missed the bar. I want to do some heavy back squats. Man, I want to rip some cleans from the floor right now. And and again, this may come from a long ago, us coaches, we might have ruined this for people, but people thinking that is the only way to get strong right now. That's it.
And that's people's only definition of what strength is. They think that strength is like a 1 rep max. So strength is being able to control your body, like your own body weight, it's stability, it's mobility. And this whole picture of what strength is completely stripped away. So it's a big problem.
That happened to me, obviously coming from my background with football, everything was measured and tested off of bench, squat,
Big 3.
and cleans. It was like that, like, hey, and that was like your dictator. But then what you just said, nobody cared. Hey, I can bench 345. Awesome. Ray, can you put your hand over your head without arching your lower back? And it was like, I got to the point where it was like, it was this, and it was like, okay, well, I'm strong. Yeah, that's great. But I can't put my hands over my head anymore. I can't put my hands together at the top. And then that's kind of when I started to repaint that picture of, hey, there's more outside of just this barbell and that test of strength,
Well, and a lot of people's ego gets wrapped up into like what they can move on a barbell. You ask people, what their favorite thing about being in the gym is. Oh, well, my 1 rep is on whatever is this, or I can clean this, or I can deadlift this. Well, at what point is that going to help you? Like, yeah, you need to be strong just for everyday life, but there is more to it than that. I'm sorry, but you back squat. Sarah and I talk about it all the time. You can back squat 500 fucking pounds. You can't stand on one foot, or if I can flick you like that and you fall over, like, what good is your 500-pound back squat going to do for you?
And that's the main thing that I see in my practice is strength outrunning mobility and stability.
Yeah.
Like, your strength is way up there, but everything else is like yo, wait. Let us pick it up because you're going to hurt yourself. So it's this whole idea of what strength is. I don't want to take away from the beauty and the sexiness of the barbell and the 1 rep max. Like, that's really cool stuff.
Yeah.
When executed
correctly
under its purpose. Like what you said, there is nothing prettier than watching someone throw a barbell in the back. Okay, watching that oscillation of the barbell, someone drive out the bottom of the hole with great speed. That's beautiful. How many times are you actually seeing that under a 1 rep max? We're not seeing it very often. We're seeing the rounded backs. We're seeing just everything under the sun that's going to get someone hurt. But it doesn't matter because I hit my 10-pound PR today, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to walk for 2 weeks, but I PR'd, right? And like, oh my God, I love CrossFit. This is the best gym ever, man. I love my coach. Thanks for motivating and pushing me today.
Yeah.
Let's ignore the fact that I almost like severed my spine over here.
Yeah.
You got me that 10-pound PR because of your motivation. So thanks, coach. So it's like that phrase of what is sexy too. Like, for me, and this just comes from a little bit of an education standpoint, but I've fallen in love. I want to watch the gymnasts move. I love watching these people and like their yoga practices, and different like functional range conditioning is catching on super, super hot right now. Like I love FRM and all that kind of stuff. Like I love that. There's nothing cooler than watching someone take their joints through full ranges of motion, being able to hold it and actually watch that improvement. Because I guarantee you, there's some carryover. I bet you that same person that can complete that sexy move right there, guarantee you if I give him a barbell, he's going to look good while doing it. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they've redefined like, hey, I want to be able to do those things. I've got to be able to do this first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what needs to be happening right now. Hey, when I get back to the gym, I've got goals. I'm going to reshift my goals around. I'm going to get back to this amount of clean, this amount of bench, this amount of deadlift. All right, great.
You got to build that foundation first, and you don't do that with a barbell.
Right. Well, what are you doing with your body right now? How's your single leg strength? How about those hip imbalances that we've talked about in the gym? When I watch you sit there and cave in all the way up out of your back squat.
Your knees go whoop.
Exactly. That knee valve or something like that. Like, hey, have you learned how to turn your ass on right now when you pick shit up off the ground? No, and that's where the barbell is easy to hide behind. That you strip that away, give someone your body and say, hey, I want you to master your body.
Right.
Master that movement, and on all sorts of planes like we've talked about, unilateral, bilateral, all that kind of stuff. Master it first there, and then get rewarded with the barbell stuff later.
Yeah,
you know?
and I think you see a lot of people too, they default to a barbell because it's familiar, and a lot of gyms don't program dumbbell work and kettlebell work like they should, so people get used to moving one object.
Yeah.
You give somebody a 100-pound barbell and then you give them two 50-pound dumbbells. Yeah, it's the same weight, but I guarantee the person who can kind of do the barbell can't clean the dumbbells for shit.
Right.
Because they don't know how to control their body. They don't know how to stabilize two separate objects.
No.
So.